It's a Time of Momentous Growth by Michael Morrow. Time of day, 5:53 p.m. New London, Connecticut. Meadows of Bluff Point Coastal Reserve. Quote, nature gives to every time and season some beauties of its own, and from morning to night, as from the cradle to the grave, is but a succession of changes so gentle and easy that we can scarcely mark their progress. End quote. Charles Dickens. 3 years ago, during the spring, I started my mornings by loading up my work truck with pounds and pounds of fertilizer, lawn-specific chemicals, and a little over 1,000 gallons of water. Each day looked fairly similar. Another day on the road with the company lawn truck, 20 or so stops, and plenty of daylight ahead. After turning on the thunderous motor and mixing the needed chemicals in the tank, I began pulling the water hose slack on my back to spray the first lawn. I would then utter my ritual saying, "First yard of many, let's get it," as I began taking the initial steps of what would total 10,000 square feet to start the day. At that time, I made my living as a lawn technician. My job was to nurture lawns with the nutrients they needed to grow strong and stay green throughout the year. It also consisted of checking for and dealing with lawn pests, promoting the health of various plants, and addressing customer questions or complaints. When I started in December, I enjoyed many beautiful days. Driving with the truck windows down and feeling the cool breeze against my face, barely breaking a sweat, yet being offered a cold glass of iced tea upon finishing another happy customer's lawn, and experiencing shorter work days due to the winter season. Working outside seemed to be a permanent fixture on my career path, and something I would treasure forever, as I didn't see a typical 9 to 5 in my plans. However, as the seasons changed, something changed in me as well. As time progressed and the days grew hotter, I began to notice the excitement and enjoyment I used to feel at the start of my day had turned to feelings of dread and deep exhaustion after every work shift. My yanking the water hose with deep frustration as it got caught on lard gnomes for only the 5th time that day, stepping in you-know-what only to be chased out of the backyard by the very same pet that left a surprise there for me, and often coming home drenched in sweat with the smell of chemicals on me. And, did I mention my allergies that come back? I learned the hard way that working outside has a way of building character quickly. Up to that point in my life, I took shortcuts and ran far from anything that would push me out of my comfort zone. With this job, however, I was forced to work earnestly, face my poor decisions, and confront them if I wanted to experience a life better than this one I had created for myself. One day, as normal as any day could have been, I finished up half the workday and sat in the truck, just thinking about my life. While there, my best friend Zach called me at just the opportune time, and I shared with him my deep desire to improve the quality of my life. During our conversation, he also shared his hopes and dreams and ended our talk with, "Well, maybe you should go back to school, Mike." Contemplating if I could financially afford to complete my bachelor's degree, I thought about all the past failures I had in college. As a 2-time dropout with horrible grades, my mind raced with the persistent question, what school would even take me? Well, that was 3 springs ago, and I stand here today a proud college graduate, an engaged man getting married to my beautiful fiancée Mariah in about 50 days, and a relatively new employee at the start of a promising career with a great global company. As Charles Dickens stated so gracefully in this blog's opening quote, a succession of changes so gentle and easy that we can scarcely mark their progress. I can, in retrospect, see the transformation of my life. Often the most beautiful things occur so gradually, we can truly see the change only after the season has long come and gone. Just as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, rainbows often grace the sky after a downpour, and colorful fall leaves die only to come back months later with a beautiful green hue. Nature will continue to grow and change. Make sure you do as well.